for better to come, good must stand aside. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. What you resist persists. Words are animals, alive with a will of their own. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. The true leader is always led. There's no coming to consciousness without pain. I don't aspire to be a good man. I aspire to be a whole man. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. It all depends on how we look at things, and not on how things are in themselves. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. Follow that will, and that way which experience confirms to be your own. Nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment and especially on their children than the unlived life of the parent. Midlife is the time to let go of an overdominant ego and to contemplate the deeper significance of human existence. Intuition does not denote something contrary to reason, but something outside of the province of reason. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The highest, most decisive experience is to be alone with one's own self. You must be alone to find out what supports you when you find that you cannot support yourself. Only this experience can give you an indestructible foundation. Faith, hope, love, and insight are the highest achievements of human effort. They are found, given, by experience. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. I shall not commit the fashionable stupidity of regarding everything I cannot explain as a fraud. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. Children are educated by what the grown-up is and not by his talk. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. In each of us there is another whom we do not know. Whatever is rejected from the self appears in the world as an event. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The best political, social, and spiritual work you can do is to withdraw the projection of our shadow onto others. The gods have become our diseases. I am no longer alone with myself, and I can only artificially recall the scary and beautiful feeling of solitude. This is the shadow side of the fortune of love. Nobody can fall so low unless he has a great depth. If such a thing can happen to a man, it challenges his best and highest on the other side. That is to say, this depth corresponds to a potential height, and the blackest darkness to a hidden light. Explore daily the will of God. With a truly tragic delusion, these theologians fail to see that it is not a matter of proving the existence of the light, but a blind people who do not know that their eyes could see. It is high time we realized that it is pointless to praise the light and preach it if nobody can see it. It is. The majority of my patients consisted not of believers, but of those who had lost their faith. There are as many nights as days, and the one is just as long as the other in the year's course. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.